Oh, guys, we have some drama going on Twitter that happened. It happened yesterday, I think. And it starts with an AI bro doing as they do, where they don't listen to anybody and they think that they know it all. So let's get into it. I don't know if you guys heard, but there is a person named Mothdusky that just went a little bit viral on Twitter for basically retweeting that this person used their work in an AI without permission, even though it clearly states in their toss, no, you cannot do that. Do not put my work in an AI. So we'll go over the first one, which is the person's work being used in AI first. So here we are and the original, and it says here, Selinar Snowcat. It says, I took the original art, an amazing piece from Mothdusky, and dropped it into Grok Imagine. Didn't even give it a prompt, and it produced this. I'm speechless. So the person goes, 1 million views is still going strong, 600 comments, this is wild. And people are fawning them. And then this person says, hey, it says right here that this goes against their toss. And it's like, doesn't matter. Toss do not necessarily constitute legal bindings, but they fucking do. That's the point. That's the point. Terms of service. And then this person's like, so it says right here, you knew what you did was wrong, and all you can say is, I'm sorry that your mother decided to down an entire bucket of lead paint, thinking that it was yogurt, because you cannot be this fucking stupid. You signed an agreement. This would hold up in court, even if you were ignorant of what you were signing. You should carefully read toss agreements when hiring an artist in the future. Bro felt after leaving snarky comments under every good point and then suddenly having nothing clever to say. There's still time to delete and apologize. So how I feel about this person is that this person 100% knew what they were doing. I feel that if you were so into this artist that you wanted their work, you knew going into it that you had to read their toss. You have to read every artist's toss. I've commissioned dozens of artists just for my OCs and stuff like that. This is just really out of pocket, in my opinion. This person already knew what they were doing. Like, you had to know what was going to happen. You had to know. And you chose to do it, and you chose to actually, like, tag them in it. Like, what were you thinking? What was your brain going through when you were like, you know what? I'm just going to tag them. So after this went by, the person in question, who was the commissioner, Mothdusky, they got wind and they noticed it, and we're going to look over them too. So right here it says, oh hey, that's someone who's using AI over my art that they commissioned. And it says, hey, I know a lawyer, you could sue over this, I hope you do. And it's theirs now, they've commissioned it. And that's not actually right. You don't own that unless you pay commercial fees. That's why the commercial fee is there when you do it, because you're paying basically a license that they can say that they have full ownership of it. Let me put this in clear words for you. Again, if you commission somebody, an artist, and you don't pay the commercial fee, you don't own the art. You're just allowed to have it. It's not yours. You don't own it. You can't sell it. You can't do anything with it. You can post it online, but you can't claim that you drew it. You can't claim that it's yours. Like, I'm sure somebody's going to say that here. Oh, it's from a game developer. Oh, fucking game developer. Get out of here. I hope everyone pirates your game. That's not. And it says right here, that's not how copyright works. Art remains copyright of the artist unless they sign over legal rights. It's why you should credit your artist when displaying their work unless you have obtained commercial rights to use it. The fact that you don't know this as a game dev is concerning. This is, again, what I'm saying. You have to literally pay a commercial fee, or there has to be an agreement where you're not paying a commercial fee and the work that they're making for you is for commercial purposes. Like, for example, who is it? My profile picture. Let's go there real quick. My profile picture is by this person here. Sorry. This person here. Now, they haven't been around for a little while, and they did great work. And I talked to them, and I was like, immediately, I loved their image so much. I wanted to make a sticker and sell it, right? But I don't have the rights to that. So I said, hey, how much is it for me to actually pay for the commercial license so I can sell this? I will still give you credit regardless, but I would like to be able to earn money from this. How much would it be? So I asked them, I said, well, how much for it? And they said, oh, well, nothing. I'm not going to charge you anything for commercial fee. And I said, are you sure about that? because I will pay you a commercial fee. They said, no commercial fee. I don't care about it like that. And I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm still going to credit you. It doesn't matter. Like, even though we had an agreement, I still would like to credit the artist regardless. Even though I don't have to, I'm going to do it anyway. So a lot of people don't need to credit the artist anymore once you have paid for the license. And that's the whole purpose, is that now it's yours. So this is not what happened here. So let's talk about the crash out now. So there's people in this user's comments, her comments, and just, I use actual imagination. Anyway, it says you can actually DCMA this person by revoking their license, which is interesting. I don't know if I would do that. Maybe I would, depending on. It says, I cannot believe people are defending this asshole in the replies. Buying a product and then shoving it into a machine is literally undermining and steals from artists is sickening. It's just, you can't fucking do that. That's the whole point, is that you can't do that. So the thing is, oh my God, this was posted on Defending AI Art. Of course it was. Of course it was. You know what? I feel like in the future, I'm going to do a video about, because I feel like they need a video all of their own, because they're just interesting if you hang around them too much. So it says, this was reposted to Defending AI Art. It's wild to me that people would lose the idea of basic respect over this stuff. Artist says no AI. Commissioner uses AI on art anyway. Artist blacklists a person. Other artists join in. Somehow the person violating TOS is the victim. And they shouldn't be, because they're not. Because the thing is a lot of these like AI bros, they don't respect copyright. They don't respect decency, in my opinion, for the most part. But there's also like, seeing you whine like this is why you should be replaced by AI fully eventually. It's giving, I don't know anything about the laws and I'm going to do whatever I want. It says, Mothdusky has not given consent for their art to be altered and fed into generative AI. It goes against their terms of service. Idiot. Just an idiot. So it kind of went back and forth, because this started like a whole kind of people getting really angry. And they're like, it's his art, not yours. And it's just showing that like, these people don't know anything about how you're supposed to handle things like this. Like, you just, ooh. So let's go back to this person here, because his fallout is kind of funny to me. So he says this, and what's this here? Ugh. Oh, he's been disrespectful to artists for a long time now. Oh, and people recognize him. It says, the more you idiot Luddites share my Studio Ghibli art, it's not Studio Ghibli, and cry pick up a pencil, the more the algorithm propagates it. Okay, also, you know what I'm going to do from now on in general? This is what I'm going to tell you guys. If you get upset about something online, what you do instead is just copy the post it on your own, and then complain about it, and then talk shit about it. You don't actually need to engage with the person. Just take the post it in your thing. Because someone was like, oh yes, keep giving me the attention. And I was like, okay, so I just screenshotted it and posted it on my own timeline. And I don't really care. Like, the thing is I don't really care if the other person is getting clout, but because they mentioned it now I don't want them to. I'll just take everything that they have, post it on my own timeline. And if people engage with it, people engage with it. They can engage with it how I want to. The issue calls out Moots. You follow him, blah, blah, blah. That only makes me stronger. The crybabies are always the ones who follow about 100 others and are followed by 30 themselves. They usually have shitty quality art pinned and claim that they're digital. Oh, God. This person is fucking up a wall. Keep going, morons. I know how this show ends, and I've seen it multiple times. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and know I'm out to pick up a pencil or pick up a pencil cries or threats. Mocking is going to change me. So piss off because this oh God, really? This Snowcat can't stand retards? Well, you know what? You're kind of acting like one. Can't even, bruh, come on. He should have been blacklisted a long time ago. So they go, again, commissioning the artist, the original artist, to create a piece of my Sona, getting that piece and using it into AI animation. That's your argument for being disrespectful to artists? Because I paid them and then used AI? Yes, you actually can't do that unless it says it's okay. No, if I truly wanted to be disrespectful, I would in all instances I could find art they've created, train an LL on their only art style, and then create any piece of art I wanted with it in that art style. That would be disrespectful. Well, you're that's what you're fucking doing, bro. You're essentially doing that without their permission. Like, you don't understand, like, you disrespect the artist that literally you paid. You paid for that. You're stupid. Stupid motherfucker. Dude be crashing out. Why bad faith? You obviously know you're in the wrong. There isn't anything forcing you against your will to be this ignorant. You're just overcompensating. Even if you paid the commission, there was toss prohibiting that. So, like, people, for every post he's made, people are like, you're an idiot. And, oh God, I can't even put this on there. I wonder what does it say? Oh, here we go. They drop a dumb DM and then block. How absolutely stupid. Why bother doing it in the first place? Not only are you poisoning the environment, but you're getting yourself blacklisted from the entire fandom, and you are enabling your commission to be stolen by AI. Nice job, idiot. Do yourself a favor and leave the fandom. I'll make sure more people blacklist you, as he should be. As he should be. But, like, you can't trust it. Like, you clearly can't trust this person. And it says here, blacklist, speedrun. No, just because you paid for art doesn't mean you can do whatever you want with it. That's not how it works, like, at all. And they mentioned the toss again. You purchased a service, not ownership of the piece itself. That's just how copyright works. And blacklisting people won't make people afraid to use AI. Like, the point is it's the fact that they went against their, ooh, God, I can't even. Like, the argument is if I don't get what I want, I'm going to use AI. Well, you know what? You're going to be a piss baby about it and use AI anyway. So why should I give a fuck about what you do? Okay, you can have subpar art. Don't ask for an artist. Oh, you're going to take your favorite artist's work and then make a Laura after it, and then you're going to use that to generate works? Oh, good for you. You fucking did it. You showed the artist. You were a piece of shit. Good for you. You're not proving that AI is good, and you're not proving it's anything other than a way to be greedy, a way to be nasty, a way to be a liar, a way to be deceptive. You're just proving that you're a piece of shit. That's all you're proving. Like, if your response to, hey, I don't want you to do that is, well, you know what? I'm going to make a Laura and I'm going to generate your art for free. Okay, you're a piece of shit. Just say it. Just say you're a piece of shit. That's all you got to say. Like, what were you thinking? So, and he says it right here, blacklist away. Do you know how easy it would be for me to train a Laura on your style and then crank out as much art in your style as I wanted? All you idiots do with your blacklist and artist beware is push people into doing exactly that. Check yourself and think, so we should just allow you to be a piece of shit? No. You were going to use AI anyway, and you did it without permission already. So you were going to be a piece of shit no matter what, even though you already knew the fucking rules. So, in response, this person refunded their art. So we're gonna go look at that too. Hold on, let me get it. So mothdusky refunded them, and this is the response they gave because they didn't want to do business with them anymore. And they said, you could have really leaned into this and offered to do the original piece, but then add an animation, Gen AI to it, like I did. You could have really made bank with it if you knew how to embrace it. I don't know, just a crazy idea. You do great work. I'd love to see you be even more successful. Like, the thing is this was like fucking tone deaf person. And the reason why they refunded was this: I refunded him for a piece he had in the works under my queue. In no way did I want to be affiliated with him after he blatantly broke my toss and was so comfortable using AI. And someone said, why did you refund after your toss was being violated? It was for a piece he ordered prior to this being posted. In no way did I want AI touching another piece of mine. You fuckers cannot get replaced soon enough. Ooh, like, you're a piece of shit. Like, AI bros, do you think this vitriol? Someone's like, hey, I don't want you doing this thing. Can you please not do this? And they're like, I can't wait till you get replaced. Fuck you, you bitch. Like, what is wrong with you? AI bros are on a whole other level of fucking outer space shit. And right here, she goes, you want me to put my work into an AI gem and scam people out of money? No, I'm being serious. Do you hear how actually dumb that sounds? You want me to rob my clients blind while using AI that's free? Are you actually insane? Like, that's the thing is, like, artists doing the art, they want to get paid for their work, right? I want to get paid for my work. You want to get paid for your work. We're not here to try to scam you. We want to be fair, and we want you to be fair. And telling us to, like, oh, I hope you get replaced because you don't want something happening to your work, or like, you sign an agreement. Like the thing is it's a back and forth. AI bros go, well, you signed the toss for some shit 10 years ago, so they have the right to your works. Okay, well, you signed my toss, and now I can talk about shit and expose you for being an asshole. How about that? So in response, so they also had a response to this, and they're like, now you are now exposed for lying and being super disingenuous. You know very well I never said to scam people. You put those words out there. So just stop with your lies. Here are the receipts. And I said, I didn't say scam at all. Please don't put words in my mouth. I never said scam. Happy to go in detail if you want a better understanding. That's scamming people, offering services I don't actually do. What you entailed is scamming people, which is true. Offering a small generation or whatever is like the thing is I would never charge for that. And the thing is if somebody is charging to add an animation when you know that they don't do fucking animations, like let's play devil's advocate for a second. I'm gonna make this go away. Let's play devil's advocate for a second. Let's say that I do my own art and I sell it and I give it to a person, and I've never done an animation. Y'all seen how my animations are? They're just literally like 2 frames, and then suddenly I'm like, oh yeah, I'll add an animation on for $15 more. So now you're paying $15 more, and all I did was go, hey, Grok, can you, like, make this animation, do this thing? And Grok comes back, and then I send it to you, and I don't tell you it's AI? Is that not scamming people? That's totally fucking scamming people. So anyway, it says you're not understanding what I'm saying. With the idea that so many artists are being so negative on AI, you basically take the other stance and lean into its use, or allowance in your toss, which this guy is not like reader room-itis. Y'all, like, AI bros, they got the reader room-itis where they don't understand people's boundaries and respect them, and they just want to do whatever. Like I see where artists get a lot of the things they say, because you're doing things without my permission, you're doing things I didn't ask for, you're doing them so publicly, and then you're saying, fuck you, I hope you burn in a fire, I hope all this bad stuff happens to you. Like, bruh. You could have even offered to creatively, by learning prompt engineering, handle animations of the drawn art you've already created, much like what I did. Happy to break it down further with possible use cases if you want to hear more. It's not being disingenuous. You literally... This motherfucker doesn't understand that she did not want to use AI, and he's decided through mansplaining, well, you could scam people. I think you should do it. Scam people is fine. And look right here what he says. Sure, you certainly know what I'm feeling deep down. If I really wanted more art in moth style, I just train Elora to learn her style, then crank it out whenever I want. Is he really going away? Is he really going out of his way to burn every bridge he can now? Isn't he? Did he really need AI animated Bara this badly? Should have saved that admission of guilt in case something happens down the line. This dude's about to become so hated by furries. I can't stop seeing crap about him. Ugh. I mean, so it's clear that this dude has been crashing out hard, trying to make the artist look like a shithead when she's not. I think she's been like, I feel like if it was me, I would not be as chill as she was, because she's very fucking chill. She's like, all she does is just post a little bit of what her perspective is and what happened. And there's fucking AI bros in the comments being like, I hope you lose your job, bitch. Meh. And like, the Crashout is crazy after getting caught doing something outlandishly dumb. And they're like, you're the one in the wrong. You started this, not him. You blew this out of proportion. And you have the fandom dogpiling and harassing him for literally nothing. You are a bad person. People like you ruined the fandom. No, that is not the case. People like mothdusky doing fucking art is not the problem. The problem is people thinking they're entitled. And that snow person is definitely entitled. And so is this other person. Probably uses AI. And you know what? Despite that person, I'm gonna save up and commission you in the future and not use AI. Fucking idiot. How are they a bad person for having a clear-cut toss, calling them out when they have violated said toss? The overreaction. It was the overreaction, not to mention the dogpiling. How is this an overreaction? They broke toss, and the artist and others are calling them out for how shitty it is. Not to mention, not only that, but instead of accepting that they violated toss and made a mistake, they're doubling down on garbage behavior. I'm curious to see what this person says. Very reasonable reaction. They broke toss. Their art is under copyright protection. They do something stupid, like literally breaks the copyright. Fuck toss. He purchased the art. It's his to do as he pleases. That's not, oh my god. And right here it says, the way I see it, this came entirely from the fact that he did not admit to any of his own faults and went out of his way to taunt those who called him out on that. That's 100% on him. On second thought, your timeline is full of AI generated slop. Never mind. As I can see, I fucking knew it. This is like saying someone got robbed. It's the fault for reporting the thief to the police. Yeah. How did Moth start this if they violated their toss? I don't get it. Idiot. I even said it. This person has AI slop. I didn't even need to go to the profile. I already knew. So let's see. So they ended up getting on the first page. Well, good for them. Good for them. Furry artist Mothdusky refunds commission after Selenar Snowcat uses AI to animate the work. I'm glad that they got Stosis. I got 60k followers out of this. Me who woke up to 2k this morning. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you so much for every single one of your follows. Stay tuned for real art made by a real artist. I bet that there's some snarky bitches up in the comments. 60 followers over 2 million views is not a healthy ratio. It doesn't really matter. I hate how he and his 60 fellow scumbags dumbed it down, doubled down. But glad to see the majority of us have a good moral compass. Oh God. Well, I'm glad that they got, you know, good for them. I refunded him. If you want to support me in any way, and if you'd like to support this artist, feel free. That's why I'm kind of giving them some eyes, because they deserve it, because they ended up having to give some money away. And before we had, I want to talk about this little post here. And that's it for tonight. Woo! Never say I cannot rage bait with the best of them. It never ceases to amaze me the sheer manufactured outrage the furry community can produce over something like AI. Well, that's because the furry community is very respectful of artists and care about the artists that are in there. It's this is what I've talked about. It's the economy and the ecology of communities, especially our communities. There's unsaid things and rules that go into all sorts of economies that are social, mental, physical, whatever, that go into these sorts of communities, right? And the furry economy is built off of artists that have worked very hard to like perfect these styles that commissioners really love, because they really love that very cartoony look. And a lot of them make this their livelihood. They make this their I know a guy who does furry adopts, and he gets like so much money because he just wants to do that, and he gets paid good money. That's what people want. You know, before I get to bed, here's the tally. I gained 80 followers, and I had 25 block me, over a half a dozen threats, seriously. But I'd have to see it to believe it. Discovered a bunch of new folks to add to my block list, and so many good laughs. Really appreciate the 2 dozen or so that reached out to check to see if I'm okay. And for those of you who defended my actions in the comments, you're the heroes. Finally, I can't believe this thing even made it to trending news area of X. I gotta see what's down here. The level of self-awareness is amazing. Could I be wrong? No, everyone else is. So this is my little end bit, is make sure okay, I'm not saying that Mothdusky did anything wrong. Okay, she did everything right. I would say from now on, maybe put something in your toss and be like, I would like you to read my toss before you commission me. And do you understand the toss? And then go over it with the person beforehand. I know that people don't want to do that, but I would say definitely. And I would say also update your toss and put no AI on there if you haven't. I mean, the thing is these AI bros are gonna do this shit anyways, especially this guy, because he's a piece of shit. He doesn't really care about anything. He just I'm exhausted talking about this guy. But I think that everyone should, go take a follow over at Mothdusky. If you're a furry person or you like their work, please do that. And hopefully you guys appreciate my videos and will give me a like and subscribe so I can get to 15k. I'm so close. Let's make it happen. Also, I know I put a video about my Patreon tiers. Please go over there. I am now doing a little special thing on there called the Life Letters of Aradia. I'm really excited. I couldn't figure out what to do, but I'm really excited to put that as my top tier. And I would actually like some advice on how to. Okay. I know this is different part of my video, but I feel like since you're gonna watch this video anyway, maybe you guys can help me out. Okay, so what I need help with is, you see this square here? Well, not square, rectangle. I want to put art there for my Life Letters of Aradia, right? I want to do it per character, so I'd be drawing the character. But I don't know what it should be like. I don't want to draw the character writing because that's boring to me. I just don't know what to put in the box per character. It obviously can't be a full piece, like a full illustration. That'd take me way too long. So I need something that's a little bit, I don't know. I definitely need something that's maybe up close, maybe the chest up. I would really appreciate that if you followed me all the way to the end of this video, that I would love comments about the actual video yourselves, what you think about the situation as a whole, but I'd also love comments on what should I put in this box. Please help me. I feel very lost on what to do here. So please help. I'll see you next time, guys, and thanks for watching. Also, join my Patreon.